Alright, how you guys doing? Welcome to another episode of King of Games Television. Thank you for joining me here. I just want to give you guys an update. I've been playing the Sonic Generations X. It is super fun, super cool game. Just got finished beating it. So I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on the game. So I'm going to give this Sonic Generations X, I'm gonna give it, or maybe it's the Sonic or the Shadows Generation X is what it is. Sorry, Shadow Generation X just finished that for the PS5. Man, what a fantastic game! There's still like so much stuff for me to do. You guys know these games. You can pretty much beat them, but then there's always these extra things that you can get done. You can collect more stuff and get more artwork and all that good stuff. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going through playing all the little extra levels and whatnot and beating the game to its fullest because I love doing that. I love crushing games completely. Usually takes me a while, but I love crushing games completely. So doing that. The game, absolutely stunning, fantastic. So it really blends a lot of the games together. If you played Sonic Frontier, which I did, beat that one, didn't get all the crush stuff, but I'm still working on that too. So if you played that, it was really cool because you got the open world that you got to really play around in and unlock stuff. And it was almost like levels within levels. So it was like your main open world, and then you would go around to these different things and unlock that open world would unlock more levels for you to go into. Very fun. So it was like a completely 3D environment for Sonic Frontiers. Super cool. So they flipped the script on you a little bit here. So the new Sonic, or the new Shadow X generations, you play Sonic, and then you can play old school Sonic, like from the Sega Genesis 16-bit, and then you can play new school Sonic 3D from like the Sega Saturn. Both have their own little quips. There is an open world for Sonic, but it's flat. It's 2D. So your open world is 2D, which is super cool. So you're kind of going around. You're finding levels that way. There's a difference once you enter the levels. If you play with the old school 16-bit Sonic, you play a version of the level that's side scroll, and if you flip over to the 3D Sonic, the one from the Sega Dreamcast, you play the level in a 3D version where you're going straight at it, and it's more of a 3D environment. Very cool the way they did that. So each level has two ways that you can beat it in two different versions of it. Then they gave you even more. You flip over to the Shadow, and then you play Shadow's a story. So Shadow's got his own story that intermingles with Sonic. You switch over to the Shadow story, and check this out. The Shadow story, completely 3D area, just like Sonic Frontier. So you got the level within the levels. You're playing this huge open world where you're unlocking different places to go to. You're going here, you're going there, and then you're being able to play different levels. And you're getting powers that are you gain powers that you use within the game, and you use them to get to different parts of the open world where you can play more of the levels and unlock stuff. So it was really cool how they did that. So it's almost like they gave Sonic this new cool twist, and then they gave Shadow the Sonic Frontier treatment, but then they gave him like all these cool extra powers and give him all this extra story and stuff for you to play. And it does play a little bit over into the new Sonic 3 game. I think there's a thing that you can download where you're playing a special story where you get to get the voice of Keanu Reeves, and you get to play a story that's connected to the movie. Super cool. I haven't played that one yet, but really neat game. Another thing is they took bits and pieces, they took all the other games like Sonic 3D, the Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Colors, and they combined them all into that one game. So different levels you play represented different games throughout the series. Super cool. That was mainly for Sonic. The Shadow one, they gave him his own thing, his own brand new story. brand new powers, brand new abilities. Really, really cool. They gave it a nice spin. So I really like that. I gotta give that game a 9 out of 10. It gets a 9 out of 10 for me. Just really good. And I love the replay value of a lot of these games. Or I love the replay value of this game specifically. Because you get through, you're playing it, you're having a good time, and you get to beat the game. And then, you know, in these Sonic games, you go back and you could beat all these other levels and get more coins and more downloads of different artwork and all this cool stuff. And then it unlocks, eventually you get like a super mode. I haven't gotten the super mode yet, but I know once I beat it all the way through, there's going to be like some crazy super mode where you're like powered up all the time. The other thing too is that Shadow gets a power where he glides, and it turns each level into 2 kinds of levels. So there's one level where you get to use his wings and you can pretty much glide through the whole level and use this flying power, and it gives a different aspect to it. Or you can not use the wings and play the level without the wings, and it gives you this more standardized version of it, which is what you're playing mainly. So really cool. They did a great job with this Sonic game. Can't wait to play more. So that's it. I want you guys to go check that Sonic game out. Super cool. Right now, man, I'm feeling the old school. So if you catch me on Twitch, I'm trying to get on Kick as well. I don't know how to multi-stream. I like Twitch right now. I really haven't figured out Kick that well yet. But right now, I'm enjoying some old school PlayStation 3. I'm playing Soul Calibur. I'm playing Soul Calibur 2 HD. What else was I playing? I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. Fell asleep the other day playing that. Sorry if you were watching me on Twitch. I passed out and I left it on. Try not to do that. And then the other game I'm about to pop in, because I was just looking, I'm popping Max Payne 3. Oh, what a cool game. Max Payne 3 is so brutal too. So I'm going to start playing that. So yeah, feel free to check me out on Twitch, on Kick. I'm going to be putting my stuff up on Rumble and YouTube, and I'm trying to get everything organized and whatnot. So keep an eye on that. Shadow X Generations, great game. Pick it up. It's definitely worthwhile. Otherwise, keep up with me on King of Games Television and any of my Broken Thumbs entertainment projects, any of that stuff going on. Check it out. Otherwise, thank you for stopping in today, guys. I'll see you next time. Stay 2AO.